Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. In the last episode, we were back at the hideaway after fighting Bahamut and getting caught up with everybody and figuring out what is going on. And it turns out that we got a bunch of craziness happening everywhere, so we're going to take a look at that. But we came back over here to, what is this place called again? Baklad, right. To do some side quests that I missed. I've been working on those. Track down some thieves. It turned out to be some goblins who weren't all that bad, actually. And yeah, we're helping out this scholar, I guess you could call him, investigate some of the ruins around here. So we're going to keep working on that. Let's get back to it. We have some sunhounds here.
If we must.
That is a thing. This thing takes a long time to load. I wonder if there is something that will accelerate this. You know what? Let's get Ambrosia out. Come on.
Ready, go?
Where in the world am I going?
Run like the wind.
The wrong way, apparently.
All right.
Still the wrong way, apparently. Chocobo is not very maneuverable in here. Ah, well, would you look at this?
He's really got himself into trouble this time.
I really need something that does a ton of damage.
Soil, stop!
Now I gotta wait for it to charge all the way up. There we go. Not so sure about that one.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt, and once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
All right then. Just wanted someone to listen to you.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
All right. Some experience. The Breath of Earth. Upheaval. Cooldown time. Alright, and now we gotta turn this one in as well, and then we are done with the side quests.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Alright, and we leveled up. Perfect. Okay, now there actually is something I want to take a look at. That is in our abilities menu. Because... do I want to reset all abilities? I don't think I want to reset all abilities. Yes. I forgot what that was. Now, from what I understand, let's see, if I were to master that, what I should be able to do I'm not entirely thrilled about the whole Wings of Light. I was going to have wind up one there as well. Is it because it's mastered? let me just check something. That would be very... Yeah, that's because it's mastered. So if I were to... unable to master the ability... Alright, just a moment. I'm going to reset all of my abilities, and I'm going to reset everything back up. And then we're going to... Let's see what I can do. Alright, just... give me a moment. Alright, I reworked myself a little bit, and it was significantly more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So, I spent a ton of points in mastering Giga Flare. Which means I lost a bunch of other abilities and some upgrades, but we'll see how it goes. I can always put it back to where I had it. So... we'll be going with Phoenix, Titan, and Garuda. With Garuda's abilities again, but then we have the Giga Flare here. So it should be like big hits. We'll see. Alright, but now we need to head out of here. I guess we will start in Delamil. Yeah, looks like a mess. Alright, Lubort.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Alright. Give it a shot.
Suppose we just follow the
See what
shouting.
happens. Are we gonna smash up this poor person's place of business again?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor.
Well,
What's
I mean,
he
we could
doing here?
probably handle the bandits.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Alright, I guess we'll... talk to Lubor again.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alright, we play along. This way first.
Victory, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
Me?
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
Not exactly fast on your feet there, Clive.
My shop.
Quick thinking.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may
All
still
right.
be possible to buy
The-
something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes, but
Ah, here he is
The baths.
now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Saw through it, did she?
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Necessary blood spilt. We need a plan.
All right.
Mummy,
So,
I'm scared.
I'm thinking that we're probably going to go take out the bandits,
I'm ruined.
if I had to guess.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
All right, then. As I was saying, let's go say hi.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
All right, let's see. Just try and AoE as many of them down as I can. Oh, hello, Sultan. Yeah, I kind of had to sacrifice a lot of functionality to... thinking stuff. Oh. All right, got him. Oh, we're gonna switch back. But we'll see. At least I don't know how the functionality works.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Well, it looks like they took care of business.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is kind of what we're good at. Alright, a bunch of crafty mats. Alright, so
where did you learn to swing a sword like that?
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. Have a hard time putting...
Mummy.
So Delamil is taken care of, and we have 2 other things to do, but I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode for today. Just going to probably grab some stock.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Rework all of my skills again.
An excellent
So for now,
choice.
we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.